Welcome to another tournament match. We are in the European Conference. We're determining the quarterfinals opponent of Zelo, who beat Razvan War, the reigning champion, in the pilot match of the tournament. And this one is between SiegeTank and the newcomer Allay99. Let me remind you really quickly, if you want to be a part of this tournament, not miss any more of what's coming up, subscribe to the channel, TrashcanTV, and join our Discord server. Link to that is in the description. You can meet all the players there, as well as get notified whenever there's a new match coming out. But today we're focusing on this one. And JJ, what are we looking at with these players? What are they bringing?
Well, SiegeTank is bringing a Pure Paladin, a Highlander Hunter, and a Guardian Animals Druid with his Res Priest being banned. LA is bringing Dragon Priest, Face Hunter, Guardian Druid as well, and Stealth Rogue being banned. As I spectate the second player, that being SiegeTank. SiegeTank up top, LA at the bottom, as the graphics will suggest.
We got Horseman Uther, big flex from SiegeTank, top of your screen. Let me remind you to drop a like on the video before we proceed. Just now, drop a like. Let these people know that they are appreciated. And
Elder Attendant picked up for SiegeTank.
That's a big one. That's one you definitely love to see.
And I think Libram of Hope is a really great card in this matchup. Second Elder Attendant.
The big one is
up.
Consecration as well for SiegeTank, so his hand is set up nicely. And Allay also with a good hand though.
Yeah, and Demon Companion might be a decent play on one. Warping is also possible. I guess if you get Huffer, it's a bit awkward against the Attendant. So you might as well play the Warpingers. If you end up getting Leok, that's really good if you have a board already. Passes the turn, of course, and
just push the hero power and trade.
Pushes the Attendant and trades, getting slightly more stats, and of course making the Librams even cheaper. Drone Sharper is an interesting card in this matchup, probably not a great one.
Think you hold the coin here for next turn? Nope.
Apparently not. I mean, 2 out of 3 companions do kill the Elder Attendant.
Go face. Double, you see double consec, and that's a big pickup as well. But the double consecration for a SiegeTank on the hand, so that is...
and of course you can clear off the entire board, leaving 1/1s.
Now to use the coin, you can't play your face stalker and instantly hero power, so he decides to actually just bow and go face. So he's going to probably just face stalker hero power next turn.
Can't argue with going face.
That's what he does. Consecration basically disables. That's a Tyrallion or is that a Tyrion?
That's a Tyrion.
That's a Tyrion for SiegeTank. So he's got some interesting inclusions in this one.
And we probably are going to see the face stalker hero power turn here. Plays the smaller face stalker. I wonder what the argument for that is.
Not giving away what the other minion is, but I don't quite understand it either.
There is a Libram of Wisdom picked up, meaning that you can now buff multiple minions with that. I guess the second one doesn't really matter as much. Now, notably, Siege did not play around Freezing Trap here.
That
didn't end up being Freezing Trap, but you really don't want to get your Libram Freezing Trap.
Yep.
So you should probably attack with 1/1 first, especially since it is already an automatic health anyways.
End up being explosive. Why not use the Libram again here? I don't know for SiegeTank.
Yeah, I don't see it either, but then again, there's not a huge argument to be made for doing it, so it's not the worst thing ever. Second face stalker being played here. I assume we're going to see a bow to the face as well.
Yeah, you have to charge.
Taking care of the minion, very important against Even Paladins to not allow them to stick too many minions. And there is the Zealot. It is a pure Paladin after all.
Yep.
And subdues the 1/1 as well, triggering the pressure plate.
Order, low.
Well, I mean, the pressure plate doesn't trigger if you don't play a minion. So,
exactly.
I mean, I guess the argument is like, is there minions you'd rather not get pressure plated over the one you did? So that's really the consideration here.
Kept it for hero power, but that's it's almost personal preference.
I can see the argument for getting rid of it. On the other hand, if your opponent has another pressure plate, they can put it up now, so...
Libram of Hope, double Libram of Wisdom. Consecration, maybe? Sure.
I might like Hope here. 13, by the way, not a great health total to be at, but being able to deal with the board and having...
not immediately deadly.
The Libram of Hope lined up is great. Felmar does not quite awake yet.
Yep.
And the bow does only deal 3, plus hero power is 5.
He's not dying this turn, he still has his time to do what he wants to do. They're also playing incredibly quickly here.
Yeah, and Second freezing trap picked up, not what you're looking for, but
I played one from hand.
at least you can clear off as much as you can make full use of your mana, so that's something. Freezing trap, by the way, actually decently good because the only minion is the one with both Librams.
Freezing trap is gonna go Libram Pulp, I would assume.
I mean, there's one thing to be said about getting one of your worst minions frozen, but the Librams being gone is rough.
It is, but still, I think he's doing okay at the moment.
Gets in the face there too. Now, of course, the bow can't quite go face. There's another freezing trap, demon companion, hero power, everything getting played. It seems maybe not the companion. Fair enough.
Yeah, if you siege, you don't attack here. It's very important. You do not attack. You might just play a Liadra and a couple Librams or the Tyrion.
Right, Liadra, of course, being the great way to get the
he's gonna
Librams back.
attack. Oh, he's gonna attack, and if he gets frozen, he can put the Tyrion down. I guess that's the idea.
Fair enough.
Yep, that's Tyrion basically doing the same thing.
Taking him down to 9 health. There is a second Falmon. Now, notably, of course, Tyrion has... Oh, there it is. There it is. The Tyrion will die this turn, I guess?
Yeah, I think he's gonna...
I was about to say he has 1 more health than the Falmo has attack, but notably, of course, 2 out of 3 animal companions do deal with that.
He certainly should, and so he does.
Now you can play the 8/8 Taunt Divine Shield again. You can also...
You could
yeah, that's an awkward concept, though, I feel like.
You could play a dude and put some buff on. Or Liadra.
I might actually like the 10 mana 8/8 here.
Yeah,
there it is.
That's what it's gonna be.
Pushes 5 to the face, and now Allay has to find some damage.
Yeah, that's a good point, because he's dying himself if he's not winning this turn. And this is lost. SiegeTank's gonna take it. Allay can't push the damage phase.
Yeah, and...
Hand of Adal just wins.
Any buff wins, and Hand of Adal is, as we know, on the hand. There's a second one just for good measure.
You know there's no freezing traps, you've seen it both. It has to be explosive or something else.
Yeah, there might still be a second pressure
and there might be a pressure play. Yeah, that's a good point. So...
But you can still play the dude first. You can dude hero power to make it a 1 in 3, even if it is pressure plate, which would still be rough, but... You can play around it a little bit.
That's the idea. This is where you know. Does he play 2 pressure plates in this deck?
And quite frankly, that is, by the way, the argument for why you don't concede when you're directly lost with a secret up, because there is a chance your opponent plays around it too aggressive. Though, in this case, I wouldn't be that surprised if he found his win, because especially...
Does play the Hand of Adal, and he'll be happy to see that there's no...
had that been pressure plate, that would have been awkward, but hey...
So SiegeTank takes it with the Paladin for a 1-0 lead. These guys are playing fast, by the way. I love to see it. The quick hitting style of play. So SiegeTank up 1-0, has a Druid and Hunter left to go, and Allay has to decide whether he wants to go back to that Hunter again. Yeah,
and of course, some very interesting matchups possible here. In terms of class, mirror match is almost likely. Not more likely than not, but it still is very likely.
Yeah.
It's straight up mirror match in both playing Guardian Druid would be very interesting. Face Hunter vs Highlander Hunter also always fun to see. Dragon Priest probably the best matchup. Definitely against the Hunter, I would say, but
the Priest is very slow, so we'll see where they go. We have
Hunter on Hunter.
So SiegeTank with the Highlander Hunter.
500 wins in all.
Yeah. Allay once again with the face. Hunter, Wolpertinger on the starting hand.
You don't necessarily want it. You would much rather draw it.
Full keep from Allay, so you're saying, man, I have my current...
Wait, look at SiegeTank's hand as well.
Yeah.
Current studies, interesting inclusion, tour guide, very good turn 1 play, I mean...
Yeah. You get your face stalker with the hero power on turn 2.
Speaking of tour guides, man! Of course, not as needed on the hero power there, so decides to go with a more board-centric play.
We'll see SiegeTank play this a bit more defensively, because he has the more late-game resources, pulling out his first secret here.
And we're going to have a quick look at that. It's pressure plate. Not exactly what you want at this stage of the game.
That is not great at all.
Scavenger's Ingenuity is a good play here, especially since it does trigger the pressure plate.
He's going to go away pretty cheaply with that one.
Decides to point out the bow to deal with the face stalker, which is very sensible.
I like that. And a cheap pressure plate there for Allay.
Yeah, and worst case scenario, SiegeTank is going to be able to play Current Status Hero Power, which is still a very solid turn.
But after that, he has to look out a little bit.
And what does he pick up? Sneaky
Delinquent
Delinquent is possible as an immediate play. I don't hate Dragon, but it might be too slow.
Get the Delinquent as hand. The cheapest card now is 6 mana. You have to pick the cheap one because you'll get overran.
I mean, yeah. Sneaky Delinquent also gives you another play on next turn if it dies, so there's that. Wolperting is second one picked up here for Allay, so not the greatest situation there with the Scavenge Ingenuity. You might just play the Wolpertinger or the Tour Guide and then the Explosive Trap. Wolpertinger it is. There's an interesting argument to be made here. Oh, picks up the Pack Tactics for SiegeTank. Interesting point to be made about maybe trading with the Delinquent so he can play the second one as well, instead of running into the Explosive Trap. And what is going to do with it? It's not like you have Greyheart Sages, so you don't have a reason to really stick it, unless you're really looking for hitting it into something bigger later.
So
let's take the trade. Yep. Still able to play the Delinquent next turn, or the
Face Stalker picked up. You know, another one will come from Scavengers.
Yeah.
But this might just be a Face Stalker and push the hero power time.
Yes, and we know that the secret for SiegeTank is Pack Tactics, which doesn't really matter. Now, if you're Ally, you have to, of course, play around various possibilities there. Plays the Face Stalker, the Tour Guide as well, which is interesting since it's not necessary from a mana standpoint, but does give you one extra body.
Huge hand, but he has to play the Delinquent. Is the only thing that he has. And of course, they're not great for Pack Tactics because they can't be attacked.
Well, not immediately.
Track
picked up, but I feel like you would have wanted to keep the Tour Guide for this turn, right? You play. I guess you're not going to get two secrets off of double Face Stalker anyways, but you might as well get the hero power in.
Kill Command is.
I was about to say, Kill Command must be the pick here, right? And then, what do you play? Reader and either Ingenuity or Hero Power? It's not great, but...
I like Ingenuity Hero Power. Make sure you got that buff Face Stalker and just keep pushing it.
Picks up the third secret. Secrets now are Pressure Plate, Explosive Trap, and Freezing Trap, which I believe are the only secrets he runs very sensibly. Pack Tactics is possible, some people run as well. Scavenge Ingenuity now on SiegeTank's hand as well. Varanus, not exactly the most exciting pick here. And picks up a Zigzor, getting his Delinquent Pressure Plated.
And probably a Zigzor, probably.
Yeah. But hey, you got to deal with secret somehow.
Yep.
That's awkward that the buffed Zigzor gets frozen, of course. By the way, one of the best picks off of this is a buffed Zigzor Prime of the Scavenge Ingenuity in the regular dragon-based Highlander Hunter. Where it's somewhat reliably doable as well, but hey,
do you attack? We might attack
why
now,
not?
So that next turn your Siamet doesn't get
Siamet / King Crush, though I think Siamet is preferred here. Really don't want to get that frozen either. Another Ingenuity picked up for Allay, which is not going to draw anything if I track this correctly.
Unless he has more beasts than we initially thought, but it doesn't seem like it. Nope.
Face Stalker, Reader possible, but awkward.
Everything face.
Oh, I guess that's the argument for keeping Zigzor up there for the Pack Tactics, getting an extra Prime.
Yeah.
But then again, against Face Stalker, I don't expect to necessarily need two Primes, right?
Just push the hero power and play another Face Stalker.
You can also play Face Stalker Reader here for some draw. You are very close to winning, and Kill Command is a lot of damage. With the bow and the hero power, you're already having 10 guaranteed next turn. You could try to maximize your chance of winning. I also don't fully know right offhand if Allay is running how many copies of which secret, because I doubt it's 2 copies of all 3.
Yeah, I like hero power in here.
As a matter of fact, let me look.
And you might not even want to play the Face Stalker. Yeah, he goes Reader Hero Power. You might want to play Face Stalker because it's your only remaining activation for Kill.
Pressure Plate is the only secret that Allay has only 1 copy of, so the Face Stalker not able to give you anything.
Yeah, there is another Explosive Trap.
Which we already saw, of course, happen. There is another Explosive Trap. Second Freezing already happened, so yeah.
Taunt Divine Shield, Ultra Defensive. For the Siamat.
Second Kill Command would have 1 here, of course. Pack Tactics is going to give him another Taunt Divine Shield, so...
That is a big one to get, for sure.
Yeah, and again,
not quite gonna push. Well, he is gonna push through him with the kill command.
you don't love to see it, but it might still be the. I think it's still the best play though.
Yeah. Dwarf as well.
Sharpshooter, hero power kill command hit 5 in the face though. Putting your opponent down to 6, putting him on a 3-turn hero power clock, or not.
Well, kill commanding face would do 1 more, but it kills 2.
Yeah, but it also kills 2 minions, and you could potentially hit with them next turn. Alex Straws are not quite in reach. Now, the 3-turn clock, of course, means that within 3 turns that would be, but you also have to defend against the board somehow. None of those are immediate damage, but infestation is as long as the minion sticks. Now, I like Bran as much as the next guy, but that's not going to help you right now. And with that freezing trap...
Freezing up, explosive up.
There's really no good way to deal with the board.
So I think Allay actually played this really smartly in the last 2 turns.
Yeah, I think... I don't see an out for Siege right now.
Involved the secrets in planning what could happen, yeah, that King Crush is not going to be doing it. So that's going to be 1-1.
I guess what you would have had to do if you're Siege is play the Explorer, but I don't know what you want to get off of it. Because the best thing you can probably get is Rock Nest, and even that doesn't do anything. Yeah. Can you get... Is there a neutral... I mean, Evasive Dragon is too expensive. Is there like a neutral taunt that you could get? There is the one that gets it a Spell Burst, but that's also not possible because you don't have the spell. Because that's like the one out that I could have maybe seen, but I don't think there is anything.
SiegeTank taking the L, and we are officially in a tight game, which is what we're all here to see. So,
hey, I like me some close games.
Absolutely.
Both Guardian Druids still around.
Getting closer to the potential Druid mirror. Wouldn't it be cool if it came down to that? Like if it was 2-2?
Ooh,
down
yeah.
to the Druid on Druid?
And I feel like, of course, there is still luck involved, but mirror matches are probably the most skill-intensive games you could get into.
Yeah. Well, with the Druid, yeah, but for sure.
I mean, the Druid is very draw-dependent, I'll give you that.
Allay now trying to out-control that Hunter there with the Priest.
I mean, out-controlling is going to be possible, as in being more controlly, but the question is, SiegeTank will have to try to out-damage the control of Allay.
SiegeTank's going to have to be the aggressor. This one mulligans for it as well. Has a Tour Guide, has the Falmaw, which he could coin on turn 1. Apotheosis is a big pickup.
Skeletal Dragon is interesting, picks it up too. Now, the aforementioned Spellburst Taunt minion is also, has been in the pool there, and you do have a 0-mana spell to activate it. Assuming that a minion has died, you can't play it otherwise. Ooh, Acolyte also interesting.
I like the idea for SiegeTank. He's gonna go Falmaw here, he's gonna...
Didn't heal the opponent's face!
Does not go Falmaw, he goes Secret. Now that is weird. But he's going to...
minion are you trying to prevent here?
He's gonna coin the Dragonbane for instant damage. The Snipe was, I don't know about the Snipe. Sethic Veilweaver maybe he wanted to avoid, and no coin rat. Okay, I'm officially confused by SiegeTank. Because he wanted to go Falmaw, and then he wanted to go coin Dragonbane on the next turn, right?
Now, granted, Siege is playing the Highlander Hunter. It looks like the way the cards he's getting, it looks a bit like a Face Hunter, but that's not what it is. So maybe he's not exactly playing it like a Face Hunter either.
Sethic. It has to be Dragonbane here.
I mean, that definitely looks great, right? You're putting 7, 8 with the Tour Guide, so, and that's what it's gonna be. Now, notably, I think Acolyte now only has 4 health as well after they nerfed it, right? So, both of those die to the Snipe.
And Veilweaver is going to be it. You're still paying the Dragonbane.
Yes.
Don't want that to be able to sit around.
Picks up another Sethic off of the Raise that immediately, but can't play it this turn. I don't know how I feel about this. I get wanting to play it early to get the guaranteed Sethic, but you could maybe wait until 1 more minion dies and actually get 2 minions off of it like it's intended. Vector's on the hand, interesting enough, for SiegeTank.
Just Exor down.
Fun inclusion in the deck for sure.
He's playing this, he's playing it very well though, ultra aggressively.
Yeah, which we said in the beginning is what he has to do.
Push the damage.
Wave of Apathy plus Cabal Acolyte is really interesting.
That could be the one. No, Sethic and Shadow Madness. Okay, that's fair. Denying the Prime eventually.
And also getting your own prime, which is probably not the worst thing.
You might still go Wave of Apathy. Prevent that 5 damage. Yep.
Now Siege doesn't have any immediate push on his hand, but still 8 points of damage.
Here's a
Ooh,
bow.
there it is, there it is. That brings our total up to 11. And yes, you can also play... Yeah, okay, fair enough. Killing the Sethic makes sense. I think I'll take the 3 damage off of the face there for getting rid of one of the worst minions in this matchup for you. 9 health.
Squeedle Dragon, interestingly enough, will be dealt with by Siamat. So Squeedle Dragon now...
Aggressive use of Siamat, huh?
Yep, is going to be losing for Allay, interestingly. So you want to go... You really want to go Pyro, Apple, and Raise Dead.
Oh, Pyro Apotheosis is a good combo. It's basically like Spirit Lash.
Yep.
Except that you can repeat it. Oh yeah, Raise Dead actually healing you is an interesting concept as well. Put some Apotheosis on the taunt there. Which isn't gonna be it though. As the Siamat argument...
Oh, no, he can't add the hero power into it. Because he stole the dwarf. Oh, dude.
Siamat with Wind Fury Rush still kills it, but then also gives you... Oh, there it is, there it is, there it is. Siamat, Divine Shield, kills it.
For the Leok.
Got it.
Cleanly, no heals. He took the dwarf, so he couldn't aim the hero power into it, but the Leok gets Siamat the 7th.
I really like how Siege played this entire matchup. Like, this was...
I was confused at the beginning a little bit.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
The beginning parts were weird.
That was weird, but hey, you can't argue with the results.
At the end, he got it, man. He got the Siamat.
Some of this playing there was really interesting.
So he took it there. Now he's going to have to bring out the Druid, and I want to see the mirror. No. I want to see Allay also go do it.
I thought you want to see Allay stay on the priest, win, and then go in the mirror.
I mean, yeah, okay, that's like the best alternative, of course. Yeah, we'll see what he decides to go with too. Maybe he does stay on priest, or whatever does better, right? If the priest beats the druid, statistically, you do.
I would have to look that up. I can't tell that right offhand. Neither of those decks is like popular enough for me to really know this right now. Yeah, that is gonna be the matchup.
They're not priest.
Imagine it coming down to a mirror.
That'd be great. Imagine it being Guardian Druid.
Now, of course, SiegeTank having the build with more minions in there, with the big beasts, the ones that can't be pulled by Guardian Druids but are still very effective themselves. Strength and numbers as well. Oh right, this is a hybrid between the big Druid and the Guardian Druid, I think.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, Cleric of Scale is not quite there yet. So yeah, SiegeTanks
got a
and connection issues.
Somebody.
Let me use that time to look up, and we're back.
Siege's hand is a little bit weird at the moment. He's got already 2 of the beasts, but no recruits.
Yeah, so he runs 2 Winged Guardians, a Siamat, 2 Marsh Hydras, and the Alexstrasza on top of the regular package, but then also the side quest, as we've seen.
So it's not Guardians, actually. It's Big Druid.
Well, it's both, though. It does run Guardian Animals, doesn't it?
I don't think it does.
Oh, wait, does it not?
No, this one does not run Guardian Animals, so it's not a mirror, actually. It's
well, so much for my notes. It's
that's noted incorrectly. It happens.
Yeah, I say it every time. They have to do with, what is it, 128? No, not quite. There was 2 missing. 120 decks is quite a bit. And there's the Cleric. Apotheosis is interesting. Actually, all of them interesting. Matchup-wise, Death makes a lot of sense.
That's even Embiggen. So Embiggen is a dead giveaway that it's not Guardian Animals. Because they can't be recruited anymore.
Ooh, right, yes, that would be awkward. Runs pretty much all the Guardian Animals beasts, though. And it's gonna be getting that side quest done quick as well. And what do we have here for Allay?
He could snag it.
Yeah, I don't mind that at all.
Yeah.
I mean, getting a big taunt against a deck that has big minions would be useful.
Point Cabal, Acolyte, and Wave of Apathy. Give me that. Yep, seems like the value play, especially with the hand that SiegeTank is presenting.
Also allows for the 1/1 to hit the face there.
The value
the little
coming
things.
home for Allay, don't mind if I do. Give me that Buffalo. And now, even well placed, knowing where the Cabal Acolyte pulls it. Puts the small guy in the middle.
Thresher pulls the Shaman.
That's exactly what you don't want to pull, of course.
It's the worst one.
Yeah.
Now, of course, with all the high techs, Shadow Madness not being particularly effective, Apotheosis is interesting, but you're not really struggling for health quite right now.
But think of death, like just death apple kill the Thresher cleanly. No.
Oh, you can renew it and breath. That's still awkward.
I wanted to go death apotheosis on the 4/5. And present a big board.
Yeah, I can see it.
So Druid sitting with 3 cards in hand is not where he wants to be.
So yes, the Teacher's Pet will get renewed. And we're gonna see a initiation could be interesting, but it's gonna be hard to set.
Or Grave Room on both of them.
Yeah, I think initiation is potentially a very interesting card in this matchup, but very hard to set up.
They're all good.
I think Luminance or Grave Room on the Teacher's Pet is great. Actually, it's also interesting on the Acolyte with the Grave Room potentially, but it's gonna be very hard to set up properly. It will have to be the Grave Room target next turn, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
You're getting so much death rattle value off of that.
And those all the embiggened ones that he can't play is just remaining with Thresher.
Yeah. And now, if you're Allay, you can use the Grave Rune to really lock down that board. Grave Rune Apo, and you can... wait, nah, that doesn't quite work. But Apo is probably still pretty good here for the trade, and then you can still renew it after once again.
Breath trade renew?
Breath trade renew. I don't... I think I prefer Apotheosis trade renew. And then you can still hero power it even so that it's back at full health. Unless the card you're getting off of renew is better than using hero power, which is always an option. Seems to be what he's going for this time around.
Does need to heal, but the buff is quite valuable.
Yeah, I would think so.
You know you're in range for the Winged Guardians relatively soon, but not next turn, crucially. So if SiegeTank doesn't have a play next turn, that's going to be... I
mean, Allay doesn't know that, but still.
It's going to be a tough day.
Does see the renew here, has to pick a card quickly, but Wave makes so much sense. You can still hero power this. Yeah, this
Wave, especially raised, that can give you another Cabal Acolyte, so you pull the same stun again, potentially on the Winged Guardian, and just win the game at that point.
Going to a Brawler. That's an easy trade as well, and maybe this is going to be the Grave Rune turn.
Maybe it's the Murazon turn.
Really?
Yeah.
There's, by the way, another Acolyte,
Murazon trade
just in
at
case.
the value. You get an 8/8. You get a Bone Shore Brawler. Grave Rune is very tempting on the Teacher's Pet.
Yeah, I would think so, right? It's like, if it wasn't as much of a board lockdown before, now it really is. Though, again, big things coming from SiegeTank very soon.
Murazon could be there to snipe a Survival of the Fittest as well.
That's a good one to get, yeah.
There is a Grave Rune. Now it's just Winged Guardian, and that's going to get stolen.
And, woof, at that point...
Oh yeah, he has to play Winged Guardian. I feel like I have to.
You steal the Winged Guardian, then you copy the Survival if it keeps going.
Survival time? Survival time and now Murazon.
Now Murazon, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, already hovers over it.
For free.
It's Murazon time.
I'll take that. Wow.
Don't mind if I do extra mana as well. Does of course overload, but whatever at this point.
Yep.
And
wow.
Gives you the extra heal there.
And there's nothing to do, Siege, right?
15 points of damage. I mean,
you play a taunt, you can just get it stolen.
No, overload.
Oh, you can't even do that. It's just over.
Wow! We're gonna go down to Druid on Druid.
It's gonna get Druid on Druid.
Just happened to not be Guardian Druid because my notes are
Allay's Druid is the Guardian Druid, right? That is correct?
Let me double check that before I say anything, because apparently my notes are really bad.
We'll see if that is actually the case. We'll adjust those for the next round, but see what Allay has.
Where is Allay? There it is. Number 14 brings a... Well, there's Guardian Animals in there.
That is a proper Kel'Thas Mount Zelda. It's an exotic druid.
There we go.
2 and 2. We are tied. This whole thing is sponsored by Beverage.
I think I did better with identifying the decks than I did last time, because at least we didn't have 3 different warrior archetypes that are identical.
In that case, there's 3 different druid archetypes that are very close to identical. Like those. Well, this one actually is not even part of them. So druid on druid it is. What do we have? It's on the starting hand for 8. That is tough for Ally.
Keeps it though.
He does keep it.
SiegeTank with a bunch of brawler, very good early turn play.
Oh, Ally, that's not a good hand.
Rough hand.
Those are both not great hands.
Well, but
he at least has the bone sure, but that's not enough.
Also for the big druid, you kind of more expected though. I feel like. So bone sure is a good play right now, and that might be the only play we're seeing from both players in a while. So. Hero power just for the armor. Can't even attack in there.
How soon do you just push out the Thresher? Big in there.
And Big seems like a play. Hero power, push 3.
How soon do you reach for Thresher now if you're Ally? Do you push panic button?
That's a good question. The other question is Siege going to play the teacher spell next turn, or is he going to wait? Nope, just the armor.
I'm looking for Mount Seller, I guess, soon.
How are we gonna see a teacher's pet? Ooh, okay, not quite ready yet. We're gonna see the teacher's pet here. And
yeah, we gotta take that.
It seems like SiegeTank is kind of almost doing what Allay did last game with just locking down the board early.
I think you have to play the minion now. No, the patience. The patience for Ally is it is admirable.
How about Hero Power Zephyrus?
Tempo Zeph?
I mean, it is Survival of the Fittest, so it's a 5/4.
Embiggened.
Oh, Embiggened, sorry. So 3 5/4 is not a bad...
Guardian Animals time. No Guardian Animals. He wants to do with the broom next turn?
Cause of the broom this turn.
Now. Wow, okay.
I mean, I guess...
I mean, you can still Guardian Animals that way next turn. You clear up the board a little bit here.
What's the 3-mana beast gonna be? It's a Griffin. I mean, at least that's a lot of damage or a good trade.
Good trades, but that turn now for Siege.
Yeah, but Marsh Hydra or Winged Guardian next turn, there's a lot of flexibility there.
Yeah, but here come the Animal Guardians for Ally now.
Possibly.
Or Mount Seller, but I think it's Animal Guardians.
Now you can innervate studies and play the Guardian and wait, no, you can't. You'd still double innervate, but yeah. Wait, plays the studies first? Did I see it right?
Yeah, he's just got a Wild Growth now.
Because I was about to say that means you're not playing Guardian animals.
He wants the innervates for the Mount Seller. I can see it.
I mean, yeah, and you're getting to play the Ironbark as well, so you're getting a lot out of that Mount Seller. Is it Marsh Hydra time?
Your choice of approach next turn, Winged Guardian.
Because the Marsh Hydra gives you a guaranteed 8-drop as well. Or virtually guaranteed.
So do you want Mount Seller? Or do you want...
Mount Seller at 3 spells seems fine. You can still Hero Power as well, not that that's a huge difference maker, but it at least gives you 1 armor. Porcupine immediately picks that up as the obvious target for the Ironbark. I like it. Gives 1 extra ping off of it. And 7 health, meaning it's more than the Guardian animal thing. No, what is it? The Winged Guardian, that's what it is. Has attack. And wow, look at that. How about that? And Marsh Hydra.
We're going crazy.
Rushing in there, being able to cleanly kill off the Porcupine. Notably not
wrong.
Notably no good way to kill the Mount Seller, but it's not going to do much next turn and hits the 6 face.
FaceTime like he's on a video call, says SiegeTank, and now what do you do? Do you like manage to get in an overflow somehow? No, it's recruit time, I think. I
mean, Zigzor was a good pickup.
Wait, what's this game?
I think Zigzor Runner actually makes a bit of sense, but you aren't going to exactly deal with the Marsh Hydra that way. There is a Nature Studies. The only spell I can pick up is a 1-mana one. Otherwise, Tree Enforcement works. Crystal Power to kill the Marsh Hydra!
You could also just cleave that with the 4/6, I think, but to heal Zigzor and 4/6 it in.
Yeah, Zigzor and cleave, huh?
Bit of face damage, and then you actually have that to heal yourself. Oh, different approach yet.
I mean, I get why you might not want to use the big minion for this. And yes, as you said, you can still heal with it. And gets you another beast, of course, which is the very important part of it. And second messenger raven. Not quite the ravens that help each other out, but hey. So there is a Grom here, which also activates the strength in numbers. Huge Winged Guardian.
Second strength up. I think you smack a raven, right? No, thanks.
Listen, Siege committed to Siege found a strategy and committed to it. Okay.
This is game.
We're going face. That's what we're doing.
This is a game.
Ooh, big bear.
I can't even.
There's a lot of very awkward trades here from Allay, but hey, it gets the job done.
These
and
big things.
There's a
Siege is running out of minions to play.
There's a huge Alex Strauss there. Alex in the opponent's face for 2 damage is rough.
Yeah.
But it does give you a 12. Wait, no, it's a 10-10. That's what it is. 10 mana 10-10. Which is like not great, but it gives you another minion.
Strength. It's a Lake Thresher without
Does
rush.
not have rush. Can't easily play brooms in that deck, so.
He's got 26 damage out of 27 that he needs.
Wait, so that is 16, 24, 25, 26. Yeah. Is there any 3 mana beasts that give you that have charge or like
No.
our raid leaders?
I don't think so. Leok's not in the pool.
Charge 3. I mean, Wolf Rider isn't the beast, it's just the dude on the wolf. Like. Oh. There is a small chance with Porcupine and Broom to get you lethal that way, but that is rough. Maybe Twilight Runner can push out some extra damage from somewhere.
Do you have second Moonfire in the deck?
Imagine winning with double Moonfire. I mean, it's time, dude. Just hit the Twilight Runner in something. I mean, no, it's probably not what I would have gotten that, but hey.
Game. But it just seems like there's nothing to do for Siege against this, right?
And did Ella manage to get the last attack in? I mean, not that it matters that much, but...
Yeah.
Yes!
You can't do it. And Siege just... If that Zephyrs isn't active, it's over, and it's not. That's game.
At least didn't tutor out the Wild Claw this time around, huh? Yeah, man, isn't this crazy?
It's mad.
Hits the face in the bear.
Allay with
GG.
the 3-2 win over SiegeTank. Big time performance. And he is going to be facing Zelo, his fellow Southern European.
And those, I mean, if we had to have guessed before these matches started, I would have probably said it's gonna end up being SiegeTank versus Razvan, to be honest.
Yeah, we've never seen Allay. We don't know how good he is.
The thing is, right, the unknown quantity, it's rough, but hey.
What a match. This might have been the best first round match so far. Congrats, big congrats to Allay. So he's moving on. And it's gonna be a big one. Siege, thank you very much for playing. Got a bit unlucky there, but man, big show. Big show. Everybody drop a like on the video, let these guys know that you appreciate it. And like I mentioned, join our Discord server. It's linked in the description. You can subscribe to TrashcanTV as well. Allay's happy. To not miss any more of what's coming up, because this is the biggest show of the year in terms of Hearthstone. We're tearing it down. So subscribe and don't miss any more videos coming up. For today, thank you for watching, and we'll be back soon. JJ.
That's it.
That's it.